Welcome back to True Blue for you. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button below. You can't miss it. And if you already are tuned in, you are appreciated. You already know. This one was unexpected. It just was something that was weighing on my heart because I seen something that bothered me to the core. And it was just like more of like a reminder of like how far I came too. So today I've been off of Facebook for I think 3 years, and then I went back on to just promote like pretty much my YouTube channel. And this girl that I know had requested me recently, and I'm like, that's mad weird or whatever. So she's following my page, is public anyway, she probably could see it. But it's not about like the girl specifically, it's about her action. So when I go on her page, all I see all down the timeline is depressing stuff, and it's like relationship based stuff. And when I'm going down, I'm like, girl, why the fuck are you doing this? Excuse my language. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting this all on social media? For one, everything, everybody knows everything that's going on in your relationship. Now your relationship between two people is between the whole freaking world that sees your freaking social media. And it just made me mad, and I was like about to turn off. And then like I kept scrolling because a little nosy me was, it's like, okay, what the heck? She put this out there. So I'm like, okay. So like, I'm gonna be honest, a good like 5-10 minutes I'm sorry, I'm shaking this, I'm about to take this tea. 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna be honest, like I was in a trance just looking in awe about like how much stuff people put on social media for like everybody to see. Like I understand you need to vent somewhere, but find that one friend, maybe two if you're lucky, and vent to them, and they'll tell you. And if she had real friends, they would be telling her to keep, like people were actually saying that. So I don't know why, I was just in a trance. And that's what Facebook, like I'm guilty too. I fell right into the trap because like here I am, like kind of judging her and reading her personal stuff, and I'm telling her to keep it off of social media. But then again, I'm reading it. Yeah, it's just a cycle of bullshit. I will admit. But another part of me, like as I got so frustrated towards the end, I just like was like, I'm about to delete this motherfucker because I don't want to see this on my timeline anymore. It got to that point. But then like as I released that and thought about it, I really felt bad for the girl. For one, like she's going through stuff, and like I kind of know her, like, but not like that. But like from what I do know and what I have experienced from her, she doesn't really have a tight net of friends to tell her and guide her in the right direction. And like she was posting stuff like he ain't never gonna leave me alone and stuff like that. And I was like, I've been there, and I thought that was cute, and I thought that was like validation that I'm not going nowhere. And at the end of the day, we're making ourselves look dumb. I made myself look dumb. So it was just like a reflection of who I used to be. Because I used to put my whole relationship, everybody knew when I broke up with my man, when we made up. So it was like a back and forth thing where it could have been just a thing between me and us. We had a fight. I said I was done. And then he was back the next day or whatever the case may be, the next week, whatever. And it was just like a reflection of where I came. And then like from me to look back at it, and like I kind of fell into the trap of like me in the trance of like seeing other people's thing. It didn't make me happy to see that. It made me frustrated. And like I'm not close with the girl to like inbox her like, listen, don't do this. I'm pretty sure people have, like, real people, even like she has friends, real people probably inboxed her like, keep it off of social media. But she was going through stuff, and I felt so bad for her. And I was like, that was me. Legitimately, that was freaking me. Like when I see, you know how Facebook has that the memories, when I see memories come back, because I still have the same page that I had from 3 years ago, I didn't make a new one. I see what I wrote about, how I wrote it, and how much I exposed my personal life to strangers. Because I have almost 1,000 friends on there, and I probably know like 300 of them. Probably more than, I don't know. I just stopped counting. I just like be adding people. My page is public, not to mention, and half that stuff was public. Partially to be probably petty, be like, oh, he not going nowhere. But like at the end of the day, if you're like the stuff that she was putting on that he was doing to her, if you're going to sit around and let that happen and then let him keep coming back, and he knows that you're not going nowhere, and you're going to let him keep coming back, and you know that he knows that, and that's just a cycle that's not going to end until you end it. So like I said all that to say, women in general, I've noticed, tend to, we don't value ourselves. And like she's young too, and I was younger when I was going through that stuff, and we don't value ourselves. Like I'm not one to talk like I have the perfect relationship or like I know everything, but I just know from looking back at the old me, seeing those girls post and see what she's going through, I feel like we didn't value ourselves to know that we deserve better, for one. And we thought it was okay because, and it was our gratification, just knowing that we were solidified in someone's life. But at the end of the day, it should have been, they should be working to, if they made a mistake, people make mistakes. I'm not going to say it like, okay, one and done. Even though a lot of people, I feel like it is capable, if they're going to do it, if they're going to do it once, they're going to do it again for whatever they did, if you take them back. But I'm just saying that us women, we tend to settle. Like we're emotional creatures. A lot of us are. I don't know, but I met some like whole dude type mentality women, and I wish I had that strength to just like, oh, like you hurt me, you did me wrong, and I'm done. And like I used to be like that when I was younger until like I was older, and I really like, I feel like when I was younger, those relationships didn't really mean a lot to me, so I didn't, I was like whatever and over it. But like I am a Cancer too. Like I always say in all my posts, I'm a Cancer, and like once my claws are in, somebody takes me a long time. But that's still between me and that person, or if he cheated, or if whatever he did to disrespect me or to make me hurt, to make me get to that point where I'm out there trying to tarnish his name to make him look bad. But at the end of the day, you're just making me look, I'm making myself look bad. And our relationship look crazy and not solidified and not solid because everybody knows my house ain't happy. So that lets people creep in, the little people, whether it's a girl or a female, a boy or a man, let them know that, and then they try to creep in. Either like with the woman, oh, she's vulnerable right now, I see what she went through, she gonna put up with this dude and his BS, and then you get another creep. And then for the men, okay, you got people, even friends, like, oh, she going crazy over him, oh, and then they slide in they DM or however that goes anymore with the dating scene, because I haven't did that in a while. So yeah, and then like another thing. So women, even if you have a past, whatever you went through, whatever type of person you were, if you were a hoe, your wholeness cannot be deleted. I will add that, but I'm just gonna say you can. Okay, so when you do stuff, or just in general, when you keep taking stuff for a man, like you're cheating on, or whatever the case may have been, your self-esteem goes down. And when we start letting that person keep doing the same shit to ourselves, we depreciate ourselves because we don't value ourselves and we don't feel like we deserve, we're so wrapped up on getting him and not letting, if it's a cheating situation like mine was, we're so wrapped up on winning something, like proving like, yeah, he really's not going nowhere, that's mine. And you were just like a one and done, or whatever the case may have been. That's not the case. At the end of the day, realistically, like in my mental right now, if that was to happen, I'm not fighting with him. I'm not fighting with her. I'm not fighting with nothing. I'm not hurt, honestly, because I'm a human and I genuinely love that person. But I feel like the best thing that I could do for myself and for that person to really value me is to leave that situation, and it's over. That's it. Like I value myself way too much to put up with the shit I did when I was younger. And I feel like us women do depreciate ourselves, and regardless of what you did, your past, whatever, like I'm gonna use this as an example. Like my grandmother and my grandfather are the oldest people that I know, that, and I value them. So like even if you're older than the person, or like whatever the case may be, like with age you don't depreciate. I feel like your value, like my grandmother and my my grandfather, he's passed away, but I feel like I value them and I respect them with the wisdom and everything more than other people, because of what they've gone through and what they have to offer me with just knowledge and wisdom and just stories of my history. I feel like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm going left with the history stuff, but I'm just saying, like, in any situation, I feel like with age, you're not supposed to depreciate. You're supposed to become like fine freaking wine. That shit sits for years. You're becoming better. You're marinating. You getting better, sis. And bro, like that's what I'm trying to say. And I just wanted to reach out to the girl so bad and like tell her everything that I'm saying now. But I didn't want her to know that I was like going back from like a year ago. So I'm not even gonna go there. I almost made me want to delete my Facebook. Yeah, I'm guilty, but I'm just saying I've been there too. And I was so quick to be like, oh girl, stop doing that. Why are you putting your whole freaking life story on social media? But sis, I did the same thing. And she's probably my age when I was doing that stuff. Like I'm older than her. So I'm like, I don't know when you finally get to the point where, or when I finally got to the point of stop sharing intimate stuff, regardless if it's negative or positive. Like I'll share pictures more so and like put like a couple little things, but like y'all don't never know what be going on in my relationship unless you probably heard from someone that's seen it or whatever. And that's how I feel like it's supposed to be. A relationship is between you and your significant other, and that's it. That's all. And when you guys go through it, that's still between y'all two. And like I even been there where me and and my significant other bashed each other. Like it really got that bad. And like when I look back, like I'm embarrassed still to this day, and I'm like, I hope nobody remembers that. I'm still shaking this, but yeah, it was sad, and I just feel like same, like I still got work to do. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, and like when you love someone, I feel like I genuinely hate when I see people judge other people regarding like that situation too, because we all, truth be told, regardless of how you did it, you still did it. Like I don't think I've ever met anyone that was really was into somebody, really liked them, and then like after handled it 100. Because like really, how do you handle it 100? Like you're gonna be hurt. I can't tell you how to hurt and mourn or just be upset and cry that shit out, but like I've met very few females that was able to like, oh, you hurt me, you disrespected me, you don't value me, and like pack their shit and leave, and just leave that shit alone, don't ever go back. So like you've been there. So be compassionate with people when you do see that. Like don't judge, and like even like back, I'm gonna be honest, like I would call like not this particular person, but like I seen stuff like when I was like young and dumb, and I called my best friend like, yo, you seen this? And that's not cool either. Like we all been there. We're all humans. We all have feelings, and everybody is different when it comes down to how they cope with feelings. And I just feel like I want her to understand that it's not for everybody. So you're just giving everybody a platform. Like you're making this platform for everybody to look at you and to judge you. And like, even though we're not supposed to, we're guilty. We're human. And that's just like how we are, I guess. Like that's just how our generation is. And it's sad, but I'm guilty of it. I've did it on both spectrums, on being the person that was putting all my shit, good and bad, on social media, and I've been the person looking down like, oh, she crazy, she put up a mad shit. Because at the end of the day, regardless of like how much you still did, you still depreciate yourself every time you took that man back, or every time you settled for what less than what you deserve. That could be with a job, that could be with a relationship, that could be with family, that could just be any freaking thing, honestly. But I just was talking more so on that because it touched me a little bit, and I just wanted to speak on that. And I'm about to take this tea and go to bed. I've been taking this tea off subject, totally off subject. I've been taking this tea at nighttime. So when I wake up in the morning, get all that shit out. And like I ate horribly on Sunday. And like surprisingly today, I took that NRG and like I couldn't eat all day. And I had to force myself to eat. So I was like, when I finally did eat, it wasn't healthy. I started off with avocado toast, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a veggie burger. But I put the veggie burger in oil, and then I had fried shrimp. So like that went left. So sis gonna try this again. And I even also plan to exercise this week, but Mother Nature had plans for me, other plans, because it's been raining and pouring off and on. So I'm not gonna risk it and go outside and get caught in this rain. So if anybody ever had any input on what, like, any of the topics, comment, or I'm going to put my Instagram too. You guys can DM me if you ever have something that you wanted to share with me, that you want to discuss. Of any of the topics that I've ever spoke about, if it touched you in a way, or if you wanted to have some input on something and we could talk about it on the next video, I am all ears for some different ideas and just to share my experiences with you guys as well, and like maybe how you guys coped with it. Like, are you that one individual that I look up to that really was like the first time, like you're really feeling this person, girl or boy, you really feeling this person, and then you find out that they really ain't who they say they are, and they hurt you in some type of way. Are you really that strong person that just like, F this, I'm done, and don't give them a second chance? Do you believe in second chances? Do you believe once you hear the overcheese? Do you always think that a liar is always a liar? Like, what's your input on those? I want to know. All right, like I said before, if you are subscribed, you are appreciated. And if you just sat here and listened to me spill some mother freaking tea and you did not push that subscribe button, F you. But I appreciate you still viewing, but like, you know, still F you. Have a great week and happy belated Easter.